Click the first link in the description for the best Askreddit content. Today I fucked up by having a YouTube playlist called Music for Hot Freaky Sex throwaway, but this happened about 2 hours ago. For some context, I was with a girl for about 8 years. She passed away from brain cancer in late 2017. The funniest girl I ever met. We used to have our own makeshift karaoke nights by playing our favorite songs and singing along to them on YouTube. One day she decided to hijack my computer and made a playlist of all of our favorite songs for karaoke nights and labeled it Music for Hot Freaky Sex. We both thought it was hilarious. We used it a lot, but of course since the year she got sick, it's been collecting dust on my YouTube account for a while. It's taken me some time to do things normally since then, but this year I took the first step back into the dating game. Probably not the best idea during a pandemic, but I've had some newfound confidence that I haven't had in a long time and figured why not. Fast forward to today. I've been seeing a girl for about 3 months. She's pretty nice and we seem to have good chemistry. She doesn't joke around as often as my late girlfriend, but we do have some pretty good laughs. We were at my house watching some DIY videos and she suggests I make a playlist of some interesting projects so we can revisit them later. I say okay, great idea. And when I click on Add to Playlist, the first thing that pops up is Music for Hot Freaky Sex. I chuckled at the memory of its conception, but she was not amused. She asked if I was seeing anyone else, to which I replied I was, and she didn't give me any time to explain that it's been 3 years. I also tried telling her that it was a joke, but she just said I was being disgusting and how dare I have a dedicated playlist for sleeping around with other girls. She picked up her things and left. I'd like to say before I finish this off, this is not how all girls act. I don't want to normalize the dating stereotype that women are psycho and think all men are pigs, but this truly was her response and frankly I don't think I'll be hearing much from her anytime soon. On another note, I think my late girlfriend is somewhere in the great beyond having a laughing fit for successfully co-blocking me from beyond the grave. Too long didn't read. My late girlfriend was a jokester, put a funny named playlist on my YouTube before she passed away. My date did not find her antics amusing. Never delete the playlist, dude. It may be weird but it's a good memory of your true love. And it seems to get rid of psychos. Sounds like your late GF did you a solid and helped you dodge a bullet. Let me start by saying you didn't fuck up. Consider it good luck because your late girlfriend definitely helped you out here. Keep that playlist forever and any girl that's going to be worth your time will take the time to hear your explanation and won't have a problem with it. 2 hearts, wish you the best of luck and hope you hang on to that confidence you have found. Copy the first part of this post, sent to her in a text with I didn't mean to offend, but please read why this exists. It isn't quite what you think. After a bit of cooling down time, she likely will be more understanding. Remember, you don't know all about her past. She may have been treated poorly in other relationships and see this in a light that isn't apparent to the outside observer. With all that said, if she sticks to her guns, then you dodged a bullet. A freak out like this was bound to happen then and it is better to get it out of the way sooner, rather than later. Yeah, I was thinking this as well. I'm going to wait a bit before I talk to her. I agree with others who say she's not worthy of your time if she can't handle something small like this without overreacting and not allowing you to explain yourself, but I would send her this post or a short explanation and then tell her have a nice day just so she knows what she missed out on. Anyway, sounds like you and your ex created some today I fucked up memories. I don't think that could ever be a today I fucked up. She's definitely having a blast looking down and seeing your antics. Today I fucked up by yelling at the CEO of my company to shut the FCK up. Had a company-wide Zoom call this morning with my CEO, medium-sized company, giving a quarterly report. Cue me, the dumbass, that uses Bluetooth headphones during these meetings, who thought it would be a good idea to yell at my neighbor's barking dog. Now, I usually have to yell at my neighbor's dog every morning and he goes back inside. Neighbor and I are good friends, and his fluffy buddy is just a barker. Anyway, I triple check that I'm muted while the CEO is rambling off about some sort of multi-million-dollar building expansion in front of 300 people on the call. I go outside and I yell, "Hey, shut the fuck up." Well, I quickly found out that I wasn't muted, after my manager kicked me off the call. Now awaiting a private call, and apparently I earned the eyes of the CEO on my name. He's an extremely religious guy, by the way. Safe to say I'm fucked. Too long didn't read, thought I was muted on Zoom, yelled shut the fuck up at my neighbor's barking dog. Religious CEO that was giving a presentation to 300 people now wants a private conversation with me. Oh, for sure, share the update of this. My meeting with my CEO and manager scheduled for Monday. Can't wait. I'd rather hear a barking dog than a CEO drone on about financials. I'd have been yelling at the dog, speak the fuck up. I believe there is a song by Shaggy that perfectly describes what to do in this situation. BANGHEATHROOMFLOOR? I would definitely go with the above comments that you record yours and the dog's interaction. Just be very apologetic and show them the video. You shouldn't lose your job over it. But if you do, be a complete asshole on the way out. Today I fucked up with a Kegel ball and a long vagina. Obligatory. This was actually a few months ago. I may have mentioned it on r/sex toys. A few months ago I was bored in quarantine, and I decided to order Kegel balls. They weren't this exact set, but they were very similar. The balls themselves fit into silicone mold/string and are shoved up the vagina. They can increase pleasure, teach the vagina muscles to obtain better orgasms by doing levels with them, blah blah. I grew up way too religious, so I am, at almost 25, experimenting with a bunch of toys all by myself. Usually I would attach the ball to the string and shove one or two up there for a few hours, do some Kegel and enjoy the feeling. So I inserted the largest, heaviest one after a few uses and kept it in for a while. After an hour or two I decided to pay my aunt a visit, so I attempted to remove the ball by pulling the string and giving a little push. Only the string came out. My wap, lol, had slicked the ball up enough for it to come out of the string holder thing. I immediately panicked a bit, but told myself it's a vagina, fingers can go up there, I'll get it later, and visited my aunt, whom I told and who laughed and said it'll be no big deal. She mentioned something about her once getting a tampon stuck, and the doctor calling her vagina longer than average. I laughed and we talked about other stuff. A few hours pass and I get home. I laid in bed, shoved a finger up there and pushed a little. I couldn't feel it whatsoever. I start panicking and grab more lube. I didn't know the actual shape of my vagina until this fateful day. I mean, it goes back a little towards your back/butt, and there's a strong muscly bit. But I've never been so far up there with fingers. Here I am, freaking out. I cannot feel it, not with the tip of my fingers. I got naked, fetal position with my feet on the ground, as if I needed to shit in the wild. I went from one finger to two, up to my damn knuckle. I finally figured out the shape a bit, so I was able to finally touch the tip of the ball, but I couldn't get even a slight grip. I was just poking the ball. It's like my vagina had sucked it up as far as possible, like a vacuum. I find an idea, maybe a spoon could scoop it. So I got a large tablespoon and doused it in lube. I went ladling at least half a dozen times to no avail. I don't know what I did with the pussy spoon, but I'm pretty sure it's in my bathroom on a shelf, covered in lube and lady juices. It was 45 minutes of fingering and spooning myself. It just was not possible at all. I called urgent care and shyly asked if they had speculums. She said immediately, "Oh, did you get something stuck up there?" Yes ma'am, Yes, I did. Another half hour and I was lying on the table. Doctor needed a speculum of course and also a forceps because her fingers weren't getting the gooey silicone ball, either. Soon enough it was out. They put the ball in a cup and a biohazard bag. Doctor told me straight up yeah it was as far up as it could be and tucked to the side to your cervix. Also, I'm pretty sure you have an unusually long vagina. You wouldn't have gotten it. Ah, that's it. I've got a long vagina. Jesus Christ. I've inherited the family long vagina. Wonder if my mom's vagina is also long. I've told people this story and some don't believe it's possible somehow, but my unusually long vagina kind of covers it. Yes, it's possible to not be able to fish out your toy, I guess. Too long didn't read. Got a Kegel ball stuck inside me because my Hoover vagina vacuumed it up. Learned my canal is longer than the Amazon. Props for going to actually get it sorted out quickly though. If left in, it could have caused an infection or other issues. A lot of people get too embarrassed going to the doctor to sort these type of things. However, I can guarantee they will have seen it before and they don't care. They just want to get you sorted. Well done for seeking help. Ah, exactly. It was medical silicone, but for sure I wasn't gonna leave it in and risk God knows what. Yeah, I mean the doctor and nurses didn't seem to be even slightly weirded out. And it honestly was funny, even to me. You should try to see how many you can fit up there. If you get it full and then flex your abdominal muscles then you can pop them out like a Pez dispenser. Never thought I would hear shove them up your vagina till it's full then squeeze it out like a Pez dispenser ever in my life. I guess so. As a token, I'm terrified of it now but it was sorta expensive. This cracked me up. But yes, you need that. And maybe contact the manufacturer to inform them. This is a big issue and potentially a design flaw. Or maybe it's your unusually long vagina. I now have a set where they don't come off the string. Crying face. That's actually probably a good idea though. Hoover vagina, that's my upvote. I need to figure out if that's normal or if I have a strong vagina. A mangina, if you will. Lesson learned, don't insert sex toy with removable string. It wasn't easy to detach the string, but you know, slippery juices.